here along with her kids. I met her mother, and she started telling me that she was like she was pretty long, set to go. So we're gonna get started. No, it wasn't a long time ago, but I think she said since the age of 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was. It really was. I started late. We good? Okay. We'll see. We're going ahead. We're going to put this down. No matter what we're going to do. Did I? Keep on one. Okay, well, let us know when
A video. A video.
Would you get off the camera?
Hey y'all, welcome to Sugar Cypher. How are you? How are you? How are you? We're here at Squibbit, so thank you to Squibbit. Shout out to them for opening their clubhouse for us to get some after work rides. Today I have the pleasure of interviewing Koko1000rr. Please follow her. Instagram, Koko1000rr.
K-O-K-O, not C-O-C-O. Don't knock it out.
Yes. Okay, so again, thank you. Shout out to Squarebiz and come on out. It's an after work vibe. We're gonna do the interview with Coco, and then we'll have some drinks. It's still light outside. It's nice outside, so you guys can. If you're not on your bike, you should be on your. Get on your bike. Come on out. I want to do that for you.
I know, right?
You're trying to mess up our life.
Being there, child, being there, Bills.
Yeah.
You know, he had a little accident. He's laid up right now. I hope he's watching.
He's in Elmhurst Hospital, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So shout out to Bill. Thank you so much that I'm just thankful that you're okay.
Still here with us.
Yes. And unfortunately you have some damages. The bike is damaged. He talked about that today when I called him. But I thank God that you're okay, Bill. And I hope you're watching because you said you'll watch. You'll watch the interview. All right, so let's get started. Shout out to BNN News. So how long you been riding?
No. Okay, well, I would say I've been running since I was 15.
Okay.
Since I was 15, I'll say that. I've been riding. I got my first motorcycle when I was 20.
Okay. Who taught you?
My mom's friend's son.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was 14. Yeah, Butters. 15 took me to the 1 and 9. That actually I just found out they still use as a stunt spot now.
Okay.
It taught me on a four-wheeler.
Okay.
I never rode a motorcycle until I bought my first bike, and I got approved for this 1000 double R. I wanted it so bad, and the salesman wouldn't even sell it to me. He's like, I'm not gonna do it to you. So I got the little 600. I couldn't even pull over from the dealer. So I couldn't even pull over. I just kept stalling. He was like, listen, I get off in 20 minutes. He was like, I'll take you. He's going back to the parking lot. I'll show you how to switch the gears. And that's what he did. So, yeah, I rode it home. I dropped it on the way home. But it didn't matter because it was mine. And
you just
kept going from there.
Did you know the concept of riding or no?
I mean, I knew when he showed me the gears, that was about it. Like, everything else, I just winged it. I just started going out Champagne 730 from Staten Island. Like, we've been friends forever since we were like 10. And he had a bike, and he's the one who told me to get a bike, so I just started going out with him every day. And he was like, listen, the second day I think I had my bike, he took me over the bridge. I was doing like 14 miles an hour on the bridge. Cars were flying by me. He's like, he waited at the end. He's like, listen, whatever my bike can do, your bike can do. Let's go. I'm not waiting. That was it. Just had to keep up from there. It was it. You know what I mean? The big thing and nothing.
Okay. What would you do differently now that you know what you know? What would you do differently?
So, what I would do differently, I would definitely probably ride with a little bit of gear. Because at that point, I had my little flats on, little tight jeans with the rips on, flat gloves. Yeah, I was just trying to be cute. I was like, I'm getting a bike, I'm gonna look cute. That was it. I didn't really care about it. Then I caught that first lean, and it was over from there. Like, oh no, I like this. I gotta put some shoes on, but then I gotta put some sneakers, some boots on, and it was a wrap. But before I was out there with little tank tops, just doing whatever, and didn't even know what was going on.
Okay. How many bikes you had?
I owned 5 bikes.
You close the door.
I had 3 600s and this is the Honda 1000 or 2 Honda 1000s. I got a Honda 1000 now and Aprilia 18 Aprilia RSV 4L.
Okay.
So,
All right. Okay. And which was your favorite?
my 07 Honda 1000 double R. That's my favorite bike still to this day.
Everybody
07.
who I ask that question, they say that. What's so good about the Honda?
That one in particular to me is just the way it just laid down. Just laid down for you. The stability, the feeling of stability that it gives me is like more than any other bike. Even the one that I have now, I got a 10, 2010, and it still doesn't compare. Even though it's a little bit more agile, way more agile, but it's just, it don't give me that stable feeling like when going over bumps and everything else.
Okay. All right. So what was the best riding advice that you received?
Ride your own ride. Ride your own ride. That was the best riding advice that I had received. Like, yeah, it was keep up, but it's still ride your own ride. Like, don't try to push yourself to do something that you're not comfortable doing at that one time.
And I was going to ask you to break it down, and that's exactly what you just did. Because when you first start riding, that's what you hear. Because Boogie used to tell me that all the time, ride your ride, ride your ride. But when you out there and you just learn, it's like, what? Ride your ride? What do you mean? So, it's true. Was there a time you considered giving up riding?
I would say there was a time that I would consider giving up riding completely. It was a time where I was just like, I'm not riding on the street anymore.
Right.
That was like a couple of years ago when right before I got pregnant with them, it was just like the whole street riding scene just was dying out. Like before when I was out, it was like every single day. From the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep, I was on my bike. I got a car and I never saw it. Like the summertime, it was like I was times I was coming in, the sun was coming up, I had to run in, go in the house, take a bird bath, and just sing real quick, change my shirt, and go to work. And then I get out of work and do the same thing, get on my bike, go, little me up, gas it again, do the same thing all over again. But that just fell off, like it wasn't happening like that no more.
Is it like that now? Because where I met you was on the track. That's the first time.
So,
I heard of you, that you're one of the best female riders, but I never met you.
So now I don't feel like it's like that. I don't know if it's because I've gotten older or because other people aren't out as much that I used to ride with. I don't know, but I know when I first came out, there used to be OGs in the game where I'm like, come on, let's go, we on our bikes. And they're like, I've been there, I've done that. Like, whatever. You're like, whatever, you're whack. And now it's like, I'm that person now. They're like, oh, you coming out, you coming? Like, I've been there, did that. Like, you catch up. You know what I'm saying? I come out when I feel like it.
Okay. What is it like to be a female rider?
I don't know. I'm not gonna say I can't really relate because I'm a female rider, but I'm not, it's different. I can't say it's really male or female because you got some males that is the same way as there are with some females. Like you got females that just get around, and you got some males that just get around. You know, like you got some people that just get bikes and they want to get a bike or just to say they got a bike and then you got. So I just say, I think I could only like want to address that question is what is it to be like a rider? Like I don't really put it as a gender based, you know, female or male. For me, to be a rider is to enjoy the ride, like enjoy what you do. It's not coming out to show off or say, oh, I'm on my bike or I got 2 wheels or to put it out there and show, but you're going out there because like when I get on my bike, I'm getting gas off my chest. Like I'm enjoying, like a lot of people like to ride with headphones and listen. I can't do any of that. Like the sound of my exhaust is like calming to me. Like I like to hear the exhaust. I'm out in a group riding around. I like to hear the other exhaust around me. And I also need to just hear and feel what's going on. And I think that music and stuff just takes away from it.
Okay. Recently, I'm gonna come off a little bit, but recently I saw the dopest picture of you that I fell in love with. And that was her doing a wheelie on a four-wheeler, right? With her broken ankle, her cast, sticking off the left side. So, you want to tell them about that?
So I remember it even back to like in 2008. 2008, I actually shattered the same foot.
What?
Yeah, 2008, I shattered the same exact foot wheeling in the '07 Honda 1000. The same way, came up, fell off, crushed my foot. I was in a cast for like 9 months, had rods going through my feet and everything. So now, I won a drum from Hollywood rapping.
Okay.
It was like unexpected because I jumped in at the last minute. I got like the last spot.
Right.
And I was just like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna go out, practice with weird resistance. Got me to the lot that day. I wasn't even supposed to be doing that, but anyway. And I'm like, whatever, it's a drum. Messing around on it, and of course, like 30 minutes later, what happens? Dog come down, slap down, snaps my ankle the other way. The kids are with me. I can't even show my pain.
Oh my God.
I gotta drive back from Long Island 40 minutes with my ankle dangling.
Are you serious? Yo, you are something else. Are you serious?
Yeah. I went to the hospital that day. They told me I had a bad sprain. I had to sit up in the house for 2 days. Then I went to the same surgeon that did my foot. That's all years ago. I went there on Monday, and then he's like, "Oh no, you got a bad break. You got to plate it. You got to repair the ligaments." So I had surgery that Thursday. But you know, the DMX ride out was 2 days after that. I was killing this. That was epic. Like, who was missing that part of that? I had to come out for that. So, you know, I had to just take all the bills real quick and jump on the four-wheeler. I couldn't stand on the bike to ride the bike. So
Right.
jumped on the four-wheeler and then, you know, you see the rest of the picture.
How did that feel for you being part of the DMX fund?
That was epic. It was epic. That was an epic thing. Like, there's no other feeling. Like, you can't really describe that feeling. You have to be a part of it. So a lot of people don't understand or they don't get about bike life or about riding bikes or why you like to ride bikes. That's something that you have to experience for yourself. And some people like it, some people don't.
What's empowering about riding? What's so empowering?
I guess. I mean, I just like the fact that I could just control and do what I want to do and go as fast as I want to go and just, I mean, for me, it was just kind of like busting all these niggas' asses out here. And that's what I do, you know. If anybody got something to say about that, let's see it in the comments because I'm waiting for one to beat me right now.
That's it.
Anybody in the comments? Anybody beat me? Hello? I'm waiting.
And that's just what I heard about.
You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for it, you know? You know, shout out to R2 from N21 because he was definitely like my #1 mentor. They used to take me out when I was on the 600 off on the Northern State Parkway and them late night 2 a.m. runs. And I was right there, and he already knows, so.
And I was going to ask you who's the most interesting rider you ever met.
R2 is like, that's definitely my #1 mentor. He takes me to the track and all that too. Like, I love R2. Bro, like, he's really, that's my guy right
Shout out to Notorious 21, R2. R2. Okay, and a story about overcoming a motorcycle-related negativity. Like, you know, how our families, our friends, our neighbors.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, I first got my first bike. My mom's wild and crazy. But everybody say, like, I'm like a little mini-me, but... You know, my dad and my grandma, and they didn't even know I had a bike for like 8 months. Like, I was parking it. And I was parking in my aunt's garage. I was like, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. So, after a while, like, after negativity, get used to it, you know? Like, you gotta block all the negativity out because you're not riding for anybody else, you're riding for yourself.
Right. What's your favorite ride to eat place?
Well, I like to eat, so pretty much anywhere we ride to eat is favorite to me. Food, I just love food. Everybody knows, like, some people eat to live, I live to eat. I live to eat, okay?
Okay. And what is it like to ride in a group? Are you normally the head? You ride the middle, the back?
So it's funny because like I always try not to do that, but for some reason, when a group comes about, it's like I always end up being the head. Either one, because nobody knows where they're going, so it's like, oh, you know where you're going, and then it's like, if they do know where they're going, at the end of the day, they probably ride too damn slowly. So it's like, all right, we gotta pick up the pace. Like, let's go. Like, come on. But I mean, if it's new people, that's another thing too. If it's a new group of riders that I'm not used to riding with, I'm definitely playing it back because after I had crushed my foot those years ago, like a couple of months later, right after I got out the cast, another person, I was riding in a group coming back from Jersey, and somebody ran into the back of me and broke my leg. So I got the same leg on the same side as plated, right above the ankle. So from there on, I kind of was a little bit more careful of riding with new people. I was kind of trying to play the back.
Okay. And the top speed you reached on your motorcycle?
So I would say the top speed that I've actually looked down after letting go, because you know, if you really got it pinned, you're not looking down when you go on your top speed. But when I let go, I see my speedo is counting down from like 174.
Really?
I'm sure I was going faster than that. If I had a pin before that. That was on the turnpike. That's coming back from like Randall's Island days, going over to G-Dub at like 5:30 in the morning with nobody outside.
Okay. What's the longest ride you ever taken?
The longest ride I've ever taken is down to Virginia. That was a 600. That was probably like in 2011 or 12.
So, what do you like more? Like, you like the distance runs, or?
I like the distance runs because, you know, you get to play around. You get to play around with people like that want to that's on your speed level, you know, let's open it up a little bit, fall back, enjoy it. Like the little short runs here and there, it's like, it's cute, but I like to get away from the city and, you know, into the open road.
Yeah.
But now, I'm like, that's why I like you said, you met me at the track. It's like, now that I'm older, I got the kids, the track is just more appealing to me now.
And a great piece of gear you purchased. Now, you wasn't into gear before. How do you feel about gear now?
So gear now, okay, so this is kind of weird though, because on the street, like, I say that the jacket is great because I'm always cold, I'm kneeling.
Okay.
But at the same time, I feel like on the street, it restricts me, but it also makes me kind of not gauge myself. Like, without the jacket on, I'd be like, all right, it's cold, I'm feeling a rock. Oh, this rock just hit me. I need to slow down and chill out. But when I have the jacket on, it's like, I got the jacket on out. Like, it's like, it kind of is kind of a win-lose kind of thing. Right. It's like, it makes me want to wild out a little bit.
Have you ever been a part of a motorcycle team?
I was a part of Southern Brady Boys. When
Really?
They first came out, yeah, because Stacks and Cargo, like, brothers, a lot of the old members in there, we grew up together.
Right.
So that was back in, that was like 10, 11,
Really?
probably before that. But, and then, you know, it went away. And then they came back and they were under Thunder Guard, so they didn't have any female, can't have any female members under 1% club. But yeah, that was the only club that I've ever been a part of and ever will be a part of. The only reason it was that was because they forget about colors. We were already brothers and all that before. Right. So it really didn't matter about putting on, you know, vests because it was there without it. Regardless. Like even with me not being a part of it, I'm still
Right. Okay. And what are some stereotypes about motorcycle riders that you dislike?
Stereotypes that I dislike about motorcycle riders is the fact that they think that we're a gang. That's like the number one. Oh, I'm a motorcycle gang.
Yes.
Oh, you're up to no good. Oh, you just want to be in the streets, causing ruckus, this and that. Like that's the main stereotypes that I dislike about it. Oh, they're dangerous is another thing. Oh, they're dangerous. And we're not such a danger.
Right.
We know what we doing. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all don't see us.
Right. Yeah. And the coolest motorcycle that you've ever been to since you've been in this community.
Coolest motorcycle, I still say the DMX ride.
Really?
It's still epic. Like, it's not like
So you was really having fun.
I mean, it was epic. That was epic.
Yeah, you're right. That was a moment. All right, so top 2 reasons why a motorcycle for women is better than men.
Wow.
Better than a man.
Oh, why a motorcycle is better than a man?
Yes.
Well, the first reason is ain't nobody else riding it. That's the point. Ain't nobody else riding my motorcycle. Unless I touch them, ride my motorcycle. Man, you know how that shit goes.
Yeah.
So that's number one. So number one reason. And the number 2 reason is that they listen to what you tell it to do. Okay, my motorcycle, if I tell my motorcycle to go left, it's going left. If I tell it to go right, it's going right. They ain't gonna argue with me. You know what I'm saying? I control that motherfucker.
Good. You absolutely right. How does riding a motorcycle transform other areas of your life?
I think for me, how riding a motorcycle transfers to other areas of my life is I really got no patience. Like I really don't. But riding a motorcycle, sometimes I gotta, sometimes you gotta wait. You gotta wait for that hole to open up. You gotta sit back. You gotta wait for this. So it kind of like teaches me a little bit of patience, or teaches me to wait for my time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We have people who are watching that don't ride. So what would be something that you would advise them to do for our safety?
Always keep a lookout. Pay attention. Look in your mirrors. You're not always going to hear a motorcycle, but always got to double check. Especially when it starts to get warm, you need to pay attention and realize that there are going to be motorcycles out. And just don't veer off and turn and this and stop. And if you do see a motorcycle coming at you, keep it pushing. Don't stop. Don't stop. Like, don't freeze up like it did.
Right.
Keep it pushing.
Right. And how competitive is it between female and male bikers? What do you think?
I mean, I think it's competitive for me. I don't know about other females, but it's competitive for me.
Why is it?
That's because they know they can't beat me. They always coming for my neck. They always coming for my neck.
Who are some of the people?
Well, we know number 1 is Chapo. All the time going for my neck. And he still ain't even step up to the line. He still ain't step up. He tried to come at me with my broken ankle, and he's still scared of me with the broken ankle. Like, what's going on? What's going on? You know you only 5'2", but come on now.
Coming to you
Come
now.
on now.
Guys, so you beat every last dude you rode?
Everybody that want to come up to me.
Did they call you
and
out,
always
or
give me
it's just something that?
I mean, sometimes it's you know that it's a call out. Like, you pull up, like you're doing your own thing, and you pull up on the side and give you that look like, oh, and then want to take off. Oh, all right, you doing this? All right, I'm out. What's up? Drop again, or 2, probably sometimes 2. And you take off on them. That's it. They might be out until they get to the turns. A lot of people get in turns, but you can ride fast straight. You can ride fast straight, but you ain't even riding.
And what's the secret in your turn?
Ain't no secret.
Ain't
no secret. If you know, you know. That's it. That's it. Ain't no secret. We get no secret sauce over here. We get no secret sauce.
Define how you go into that turn, Koko.
I'm not defining nothing. You just gotta watch me. That's it. Watch me. And I might make you famous on me. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, yo, she ain't playing. Everything I heard about you is definitely true.
Everybody say the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Everything
They
I
ain't
heard.
supersede you, but it ain't just talk. I walk the walk all day.
Do female bikers feel that they have to measure up to the men?
I don't know, maybe some, but I feel like the men need to measure up to me. So, I don't care. I'm saying it like it is. Y'all know this. I'm still waiting. Any call-outs on it yet? Because I'm outside this year. I'm outside. And I got 2 bikes. So when one down, I still got another one to come out on.
Book said, Well, you hear that, right? You hear that? All right, so do your male counterparts feel like they have to position you or protect you within within a group?
So that's funny because sometimes some of them do. Some of them that like people that haven't been around me from years back,
Right.
and then they now start to come around me and they ride or whatever. And they do think that at first when they pull up, like, and a lot of my friends and my male friends and male riders that have been around, they gotta tell them like, listen, you ain't got to, don't follow her. Don't try to keep up with her because she look like she don't know. She look like a girl, like she ain't gonna, but she don't get you hurt.
Okay.
So the people who know me know they don't have to, but the new ones they think they do until we get out there and then they're like, oh, all right, let me back up. Let me let you go.
Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Brooklyn. I was born in Staten Island. Lived in Brooklyn. I was raised in Brooklyn. Then I moved out to Queens when I was 9. But the reason why I'm always on Staten Island is because my mom's side is from Staten Island. So I was like a summertime Staten Islander. And then once I graduated, been working on Staten Island since I was 16 years old. So I'm always out
Somebody
there.
called you Queen of Staten Island.
Yeah, I am First Lady of Staten Island.
Yes, First Lady of Staten Island.
But shout out to Miss Jones that was out there for years, way before me. That's another one I used to see that inspired me. And I was like, oh yeah, I want to fight just like her from Shaolin Riders, Miss Jones.
Okay.
So,
Do you think the men feel like women are dominating the motorcycle scene?
I don't really feel like they think that they're dominating. I definitely feel like they feel like there's a lot more than there were years ago. But I don't feel like they think they're dominating. I don't know what it's like.
And how do you feel about the men who, it's something about, like, on the cuts where it says MC, men's club. Like, some of them really still think that it should just be men and not women.
Well, I mean, I think that I'll bring that back to, like I said, when something came back out, it went under the 1% club, which that is just how it is under that type of environment.
Right.
1% is on male, and they feel like if you're a woman, you're property of, or something like that. But I wasn't sure that, I don't think the MC stands for men's club. I think it's motorcycle club now, or most of them. And there's like a 3-piece patch, and there's like a 2-piece patch, or a 1 patch. And that's like what deciphers or differentiates the men's motorcycle club and then a regular motorcycle club.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think the women's sexiness intimidates the men?
I don't know. Not really. I don't know. Like I said, at first it was like, all right, I'm get on my bike with you, but I don't know about it. I get on my bike, I look like a little dude. The tips, the jeans.
Yeah, I don't care about,
I don't really care.
Stuff
Because I'm coming out to put in some work, so I'm coming out to put pain in. So I don't think the sexiness intimidates them, but some men are stupid. The sexiness just got them all goofy eyed and shit. That's about it.
And besides R2, is there anybody else that you would say is a dope rider or someone that you?
So I think that Easy, shout out to Easy 22.
Okay.
He's a dope rider too because I came out to the track last year at YST, which I was kind of like dodging for a minute because I was like, I don't know, I was kind of a little intimidated by that track. But even though I had never met him personally, like he heard from the coaches up there that I was doing my thing on the track, and then he reached out. And even when I was up there, he was at work, and I was saying that he was giving me tips like, oh, when you say turn 11, do this, do that. And so I really appreciate that. Was dope for me for him to do that. That was really
Yeah, he's a good guy.
guy.
He's a good guy. And he's heavy duty.
Yeah.
And I hope he comes out with his school, his teaching.
Yeah.
All right, so we are basically done.
I'm nervous.
I've been hitting her up when she first hurt her ankle. And she's like, I'm hurt, but I'm with it. Let's do it. So thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate you for having me.
It was a pleasure. You was also my Biker Friday. I featured you on Friday.
Yeah, I'm hearing some stuff. I was kind of like probably on my phone.
Yes. But I featured her on my Biker Friday
Friday.
on Sugar Cypher. And don't forget to follow her, Koko1000rr.
K-O-K-O, double knockout on Instagram. K-O-K-O.
And shout out to Bills and speedy recovery.
Yes. email.
Yeah, shout out to Barbie, to Chapo. Who else is on there?
Everybody.
I know, right? Melissa. India is in the house. Hi, India, baby.
Everybody. Y'all know y'all.
Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until the next time, y'all, we'll let y'all know what's going on. Thank you so much. Have a good night, y'all. Come through if you're not doing nothing.
See me in these streets.
Yes. And who's gonna challenge y'all? Who's gonna step
I'm
up?
still waiting.
Have a good night, y'all.
Got it.
Got it? Okay. Let me start this one.